Sewing is one of those hobbies that you need to have a good stash of accessories like pins, needles, clips, thread, because there's nothing worse than sitting down to a project that you've been looking forward to working on and finding out you haven't got the thread that you need to be able to sew that particular colour of material. That's where sewing kits like this one from Vellostar can become invaluable in helping you start building your sewing stash. I'm Ollie, this is SimplyStitchy, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining why I think you should get yourselves one of these sewing kits from Vellostar to start your sewing stash. Handy little travel sewing kits aren't new, they've been around for generations. From the original needle books that your gran may have had in her work basket to little wooden kit holders like this one, which has a holder for your threads, some needles and even a little thimble. And there's a special name for this kind of sewing container. It's an THUY, E-T-U-I I think it's spelled, and I've no idea how to pronounce it properly, but I'll pop it on the screen for you. And there's another one here which has a similar design, and then you just put needles in the inside of this thread holder. You've got slightly more modern ones like this one that looks like a purse. As you can tell, they're all fairly basic. They have the bare necessities: a couple of needles, a spare button, some thread. This one's even got an emery card in it. You can even get the slightly more substantial kits like this one. You've got needles, you've got buttons, a safety pin, a needle threader, tiny tape measure, and a selection of colours. The only trouble with this particular sewing kit is the lid's broken, so every time I try and travel with this one, everything falls out, so I don't tend to use it anymore. One thing that all of these travel kits have got in common is they are fairly compact. They're designed to fit in a small place, but for many of them, especially this one, there's only really enough thread in there to cope with the smallest of wardrobe malfunctions. This is the Vellostar Travel Sewing Kit, and I actually think this is a pretty nifty piece of kit when you need to do sewing on the go. Measuring in at 8 inches high by 5.5 inches wide and just a little over an inch deep. It's a handy book-sized piece of equipment, and if we open it up and take a look, you'll notice that not only has it got a sturdy case with a decent sized zip on it, it's also packed with enough thread to cope with even a major catastrophe in a wardrobe malfunction. You've even got nail clippers. I've never actually seen that in a sewing kit before, but you'll be amazed how useful they can be. There's also a pair of tweezers. And obviously you've got your usual essential sewing items like your needle threaders, your sewing clips, spare buttons, and there's a couple of press studs in there as well. It's got pins too. You've also got a set of different sized needles, and if you have a look inside this bit, you've got needles with slightly larger eyes, which not only make it easier to thread the needles, but they also mean that you can deal with slightly thicker yarns. This kit contains 24 threads, and you'll find that you get duplicates of the colours that you're more likely to use the most, which includes black and white. The kit also has a handy little marker pencil, a handy pair of scissors with a slightly curved end to make snipping threads that much easier, and you also get a nice selection of safety pins. This case comes in 3 different sizes. You've got the small size, which has 12 threads. You've got the medium size, which is this one, which holds 24 threads, and you've got the large size, which holds 36 threads. Now in the 36 size you also get a few more sewing accessories, including a pin cushion. It also comes in different colours. You've got a choice of black, blue, light grey or pink. Another handy thing about this particular kit, it's got a handy strap for ease of carrying, and you've got a handy little pocket on the front. There are a couple of things that are a little bit of a disadvantage with this particular case. The first one is these two threads here. I would have preferred it if the kit had just kept it as the 11 threads in there, or maybe found some way of getting an extra 2 in a holder, because having them sitting there is a little bit of a pain because they do tend to fall out when you open the case. But it's not something that's insurmountable. You can just leave 2 colours at home and just utilise the spaces in the actual case. The other thing that's a bit of a problem is if we close the case back up again, this little pocket on the side of the case isn't really big enough to get more than maybe a pattern in there, or a pen, or maybe even a pencil. Although it shows that you can get a phone in there, this is my phone, and it's a bit of a squeeze, and that's about as far as it will go in. Having said that though, I can kind of get my glasses in there. You can fit extra equipment in the actual case itself. Suitable for beginners or the more advanced sewer, this kit is a great way to start your sewing collection. It gives you an ample choice of various different colours, and it is more than capable of not just doing small mending jobs when you're out and about, but you can also do small projects. Overall, this would make an ideal gift for the sewing person in your family, or even just a kit for anybody to take out for when those sewing emergencies arise. I did receive a free sample from Vellostar, and I am an Amazon associate. I will put a link to this kit in the description box below for you, so you can go and check it out on Amazon. There's no extra cost to you to use that link, but I do earn commission and it does help support this channel, and I appreciate it. And if you do use it and buy this kit, I think actually you're getting a bargain and good value for money. I hope you liked today's video, and I hope you like the look of this particular sewing kit. Although it is designed for travel, like I mentioned, you can use this to start building your stash of those essential items that you need for various different sewing projects. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, and why not check out some of the other videos I've got on the channel using the links coming up on the screen any minute now, or the ones I'll pop in the description box below for you. And why not subscribe and click that little bell that's also just down there, so that YouTube can let you know when I upload another video. Whichever one you go and check out next, I hope to see you back here for the next one. And in the meantime, whatever you're sewing it with, embrace your creativity and have fun. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.